everyone. Welcome to this podcast of shenanigans or whatever. This is going to be talking about mostly the games of 2018 and what it's going to be looking like for 2019. I've got a couple of guests here from the Jaded Desktop. Say hello, guys.
Sup?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, hi. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go into about the games that came out in 2018. So this year has been good up until the end, I would say. Depending on how you look at things.
First half was fun, the second half was depressing.
Yeah, that... Let's start off with the positive of earlier this year. So, we're gonna go into about what came out this year, just more of, we're gonna go kind of in order of release, and then we're gonna be talking about the reviews, what we thought of it, if we've played the games, or what we've seen of the games, and then we're gonna go from there. So, the big thing, I think, that we all can agree on is, what came out in April, I would say, was God of War. That was a big one this year.
God of War is fantastic.
I mean, it was a game.
I loved it. I loved it. It was fucking awesome.
Now my question to you, Kazan, since you played it, have you played the original trilogy first before stepping
I
into
have
this?
played the entire series.
Okay, so would you
Even
say...
the PSP games?
Oh.
Even the PSP games.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so...
I don't know. I love God of War.
So basically, was this a good direction that the series is going into, or would you say...
Considering the fact that we hadn't had an actual God of War sequel since God of War 3 in, I don't know, what was it, 2013? Yeah. Honestly, the story is fantastic, and it serves as an awesome reboot / sequel to the series, since it does actually take place after the end of God of War 3.
And what I really liked too was that the combat, from what I've seen in a couple of playthroughs, the combat actually looks a lot more than just hit a button and kill a thing. So.
Oh no, you're still hitting a button to kill shit. It's just the fact of
it's
that
more intricate.
you now the game actually recommends you to use everything at your disposal, compared to God of War 3, where it was you use the as soon as you got the Nemean Cestus, you use the Nemean Cestus until you beat the game.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's still yeah, it's still very much a hit a button to win. But there's a lot more to. There's a lot more to it. The combat's heavier. Everything about God of War 3 is different from the rest of the series. Still fun as hell, though.
Okay, so my mistake of the whole thing, we just started with God of War, but that came out in April. In January, 3 games came out that were pretty big, and then they just fell off the face of the earth for a little bit. Monster Hunter World, Dissidia, and T for the PS4. Along with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, I've heard Dragon Ball FighterZ story can go die in a hole, but the gameplay is fine. Monster Hunter World, I've heard nothing but great things.
You've heard... well, the thing is, you're expecting a good story out of a Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh, no,
the
story...
game.
No, here's the thing. The story is good if you're a Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
But it's at least 6 hours.
Well, isn't the story like a self-insert fanfiction?
I wouldn't say anything about 21. She might eat you.
Okay, besides Android 21, like, isn't the story straight up, you are in the body of Goku?
Yeah, that's the whole premise of it. And I think another thing, too, was, like, the presentation was awful.
The presentation's fantastic. It's an Arc System game.
No, like, the story's fine itself. It's just the way that it's handled is terrible.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's 6 hours of repetitive fighting and pressing the skip cutscene button over and over and over again.
Basically, it could be a 2-hour experience if you cut everything.
No, it's still a 6-hour experience, even if you don't cut or even if you are skipping.
Oh, that
and I beat
sucks.
it twice.
Oh.
Once on PS4 and once on PC, just so I could play 21.
That makes sense.
I mean that's understandable. 21's probably the best waifu in that game.
As a guy who pre-ordered Dissidia and bought it for sync, I can say that I enjoyed it at the time, mostly because I was able to play Jecht, and Jecht is my favorite Final Fantasy
Yes.
character of all time.
Now I heard
So-
like a lot of people with the combat and that actually deterred a lot of people away from NT. But then again, that
it's
could
a
be
big
me.
it's a big change of pace from the original Cydia games. Personally, I enjoyed the game. I still enjoy it. The story mode was all right, but in order to play the story mode, you had to go play online, and if you wanted to just play the story mode and not play online at all, you were
You had
kind
to
of forced
grind.
out of it. But the game is better online when it worked.
So basically,
I-
it was a lot of clusters issue.
Lot of netcode issues. I'm just gonna.
Okay, so Square
Ooh,
fixed
that
it.
was-
I am very much on the opposite spectrum for NT. I hated every all 6 hours I spent in the game.
No, I just played the demo.
I would say I didn't hate Fighter Z story mode.
No, I'm not. It's not. I'm. Yeah, I hated everything about Dissidia. I hated almost everything about Dissidia NT. The combat is far too unbalanced and broken for me to actually enjoy the game.
Pick
Okay.
Noctis or Kane. Just jump off the map, come back in, you're invincible.
Are you serious?
I-
That is still a
Play
bug?
lightning, spam your HP attack. No one can dodge it because it moves at an ungodly angle.
Oh,
Exactly. The game is far too unbalanced, broken. I hate the fact of having to grind out online to get story mode. The story mode fights can go eat a dick. Specifically the fight
Rama,
against yeah.
Leviathan.
Shiva.
Shiva's was fine. I'm talking about Rama, where he could double cast lightning and it just hits you for no reason. Oh, you recovered? Your iframes will run out. Guess what? You're dead now, kiddo.
And playing the online, if one person had bad internet, everyone had bad internet. And if
Oh,
one person's
that's
having a
just
bad
bad.
time, everyone's having a bad time.
Oh, that just sucks.
Uh,
So
and
basically,
just
play
the-
Opera Omnia. Don't play NT.
Oh, no. NT's a fun game. It's enjoyable because it's 3-on-3 combat. It's just that
It's just everything
when
else kind of.
it has to work for it to be fun.
That
And when it's
makes
fun,
sense.
it's hilarious.
Okay, so
That's about the end I have to say on that one.
So,
I
any of
get
you
you,
play
man.
Monster Hunter World?
Hell
I have a-
yes.
Hi, I have a full Vol Hazak set, and I've beaten high rank.
Did you beat
I have
Behemoth?
beat I have beat the entire story. I have put over about 40 hours into
Only
World.
40. I put at least 68.
Okay,
I need-
so quick question.
I
Were
kind of
you-
dropped the game after a while. What's up?
Did you guys play the PlayStation version or did you guys play the Windows version? Because I know Windows came out a little bit later on in the year.
In August.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mr. Wiseau. Why don't you tell her?
Well, considering the fact that I didn't get a PC until last week, I kind of stuck with the PS4 version.
By the
Oh.
way, don't get the PC version for a while. They still haven't fixed the driver issues.
They
But to answer
really
your question,
haven't.
PS4.
Okay, so
PS4.
if I ever get Monster Hunter World, go for PlayStation. Okay.
Get it for console. It doesn't matter which console, just get it for console.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's understandable.
If you can get it for Pro, just plays a little better because
It improves
just
the
runs
frame. It improves the frame rate. That's about all it really does.
Okay,
And
so
honestly, the
yeah.
smoother the game plays, the better.
I
But
had to look at a list of games that came out in 2018.
I'm
I didn't
looking at a
realize
list
that.
right here,
I didn't
darn
realize
it.
Celeste came out this year. I thought it came out
I
the end of
know.
last year.
I
Celeste came
know.
out way earlier this year, but it did
You might
deserve
as
the
well
awards it did win. It did deserve the awards it did win this year.
I'll give
Um,
it that. It was from what I saw. I'm never gonna play it personally. I just
I would
I never
like
read
to if I had the money, but Celeste does look like a good game, and with somebody who does deal with anxiety, it really did it in a nice, tasteful way. I hate when games add stuff that are mental health and it's just more of a shoe-in. This just
Honestly,
felt like perfect.
Honestly, the game seems a bit too difficult for my liking, but I enjoy the hell out of the soundtrack.
Yeah, that's why it got the award for the soundtrack as well.
wait. A Gintama game came out this year too.
Wait, what
Oh,
game?
that's
What game?
that's a Gintama.
Oh,
Wait, a
okay.
Gintama game came out?
Gintama
it came out
Rumble.
on the 18th of January.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gintama the manga is ending soon.
Oh man, I didn't know
isn't that
about
because
that.
of what happened to the creator of Gintama?
No, Well, I don't think so. I have no fucking clue.
I don't know either.
All I know is
That's
it's ending,
That's neither here nor there.
and
But
all I know is that there's like a webcomic of the main character of Gintama slapping a high five to Luffy as he walks off into the distance with the rest of his shonen brothers.
okay,
That makes sense.
like if we have nothing more to say about January, because those are like that's
I mean, a lot of
stuff
it
that I
is,
care about.
yeah, a lot of
Mhm.
stuff. Subnautica, I never played it. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. That's just
Oh, I just want to
basically.
say this now. I think it's Epic Games is giving away Subnautica for free, depending upon what time frame this goes up. So you can get Subnautica for free.
You can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you
I think
can.
I think it's Epic Games. I'd have to go check
Yeah,
my
we'll
email
have
though.
to talk a little
It's
bit
Epic
more
Games
about.
only.
Yeah, we'll have to talk a little bit more about Epic Games a little bit
But
later.
there are some things that came out in February that I really want to talk about.
Okay.
Oh my
yes,
gosh, there's
okay,
so
I'm
much in
gonna
February.
list off some of them that are big importance. Night in the Woods, Civilization 6, Rise and Fall, Rust, Dragon Quest Builders, the Seven Deadly Sins game came out. I've read the manga, never saw the anime.
It's a Muso game.
Right, and Bayonetta was
At least we
re-released
got
on the
one good
Switch.
Muso game that year.
I know.
Yeah, we've got Bayonetta that came out, both 1 and 2 came out on the Switch. We also got a couple of others. Now,
Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology came out. That's right. Oh, it's so good.
Where's that?
It's February 13th. It's a remake of one of the best DS games, and it's so good.
Under
Yeah,
Night in Birth? Oh, no.
That's a fighting game.
That's...
Secret of Mana got released, like the remake got released, but we're not gonna
Right.
talk about that one.
I never really played it, so Sword Art
uh,
Online Fatal Bullet. I've heard good and bad things, but then again,
It's
if you're...
okay.
It's a Sword Art Online
Yeah.
game, so it's bad because it's Sword Art Online, but it's a Sword Art Online game, so it's mediocre.
Mhm. It's
Okay, I
mediocre
stopped
at best.
watching
We
after
gotta-
Alfheim. I'll say that
Japan
right
got-
now with that one.
Japan got their Yakuza Fist of the North Star game,
Mm.
and then we got it later on.
And then we
Uh,
got it on my birthday.
Yeah, I know.
That happens.
We got it later that year. Metal Gear Survive got released this year. Age of Empires, like, I really need to pick that one up because I have
Age
heard
of
some
Empires.
things about
I
it.
think
No, I've heard
about
some
that
good things about the remake because that's what it is.
one.
Yes.
Okay, and Owlboy came out. I've heard some good things about that one.
Well, Owlboy came out on the Switch. Owlboy's been out since last year.
True.
Gundamonium is a game that I did not expect to see get a release on PS4 and Vita because it's a bunch
Yeah.
of shmups. It's basically Tuhu without Tuhu.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'd like to point
wait,
out
what?
that
Outlast came out on the Switch.
which
What
one's
the-
Outlast?
Outlast is that horror story that came out,
Yeah.
I think, like late
Oh
PlayStation
yeah.
3, PlayStation 4 era.
H1Z1 officially got released this year.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It got released, I guess.
Nobody
Into
paid
the Breach,
attention.
pretty good, got released.
I heard about that one. I think got a couple of nominations, didn't it?
But Kazan, you want to see that released on the 6th of this year?
The
Of
6th?
February? The 6th.
Oh, yeah.
A
Shadow
little
of the
game,
Colossus
a little
remake?
indie game.
Known as Shadow of the Colossus?
Most people might have heard of.
Oh, that's
phenomenal,
right. I've heard-
phenomenal remake.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, let's talk about Shadow of Colossus here for a minute because I'm seeing the Brain Scratch commentary on the game. It does look beautiful, but it looks like the gameplay I would struggle a whole lot because of the combat.
It's a PS2 game.
Right. But
That's all you need to know.
All I heard was that they reworked the mechanics to the point where it actually made sense compared to what how the PlayStation 2 version played. So, but yeah, I've seen the game. It is completely gorgeous. I think I think a lot of people should really get into that one if they're into
It's
something
probably
like that.
it's probably gone down in price. So
It's like,
Yeah.
Go
it's
get
more,
it.
it's
go get a
it's def-
physical copy. I'm telling you, get it, play it, love it. If you
it's
liked it
much,
as
it's a $20 game.
if you liked it on the PS2 or the PS3 version, you get to keep your time rewards into hard mode instead of having to play through hard mode and only use the rewards in hard mode.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, you get to use all of your time trial rewards.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Team Eco. Holy
Man.
crap!
You
Yes.
like that white aggro? Well,
Yeah.
nobody cares about the white aggro. It's all about the bomb arrow.
Yeah.
So that was a thing.
Yeah. Okay, so Rusk. Okay. Did anybody play Dragon Quest Builders? for the
I
Switch?
played
No.
the demo. I played the demo. I played the demo for
I
all of
did
5 minutes, and that was it.
I
My
played it and
girlfriend's
it was
brother
good.
has it, and he likes it a lot. But then again, he's like 9 years old, so
I mean, it's a good game for people who don't know what Dragon Quest is. We'll talk a little bit later about Dragon Quest
No, actually, I think
11.
it's better that people know what Dragon Quest is. It's not a Dragon Quest game. It's
Oh,
Minecraft, but
here's
set in the
an
Dragon Quest universe.
here's an infamous game you guys will know: Metal Gear Survive.
No, we're not talking about it. Move on. I don't
It's
like
fine.
Metal. I don't really much care for Metal Gear to begin with, so I don't want to talk about that and say I'm not.
Okay,
as a fan of Metal Gear Solid, it's not good.
okay, so basically skip that one and you'll be good.
Darkest
Well, in
Dungeon.
the words, Darkest Dungeon's great.
Darkest Dungeon got released on PS4 in January, and then on Xbox One Nintendo Switch in January, and Xbox One in February, and it's been on the PS4 for a while, so you should have picked it up. while ago.
I never played it.
It's
so
a
I
good
don't-
game, but it's difficult as hell, and it's very, very much. The game is very much against you.
Is it the same as like
Kazan-
Dark Souls or no?
No,
Okay.
this
What,
is if
Darkest Dungeon? No, it's like
no.
imagine D&D, Dark
But
Souls.
Okay.
literally everything wants to kill you, and you suffer from random status effects almost all the fucking time.
So like
Okay.
modded Dark Souls.
Yes.
I can't even really compare it to. I can compare it to Dark Souls because you will die. Yeah,
I mean,
legitimately.
I've played Bloodborne, so
The only
that's just
point
me.
is to actually get good at the game. Go.
Mhm.
Kazan, I'm gonna have you skip the first part of May, otherwise you're gonna be really, really upset, and to go down to like the 23rd.
We're
'Cause
still
there's-
in February.
there are some
people.
three
We are
Three
still...
games, all good
Okay,
in
guys.
February or what?
in February
we're
23rd, all the same.
Okay, past cure.
But I want
Yeah.
Kazan to close his ears for a second while I bitch about the Windows version of Final Fantasy 15.
We'll
But
talk
I
about
don't
that when
like
we get to
15 though.
March. Basically,
I don't
Yeah,
like
but I don't want you. I don't want you bitching about it. I want to bitch about it.
I want to bitch about it though.
All right, fine. You can
Both
bitch
of you-
about it. I was gonna do it anyway.
we're still in February. Dang it. Okay, so now did anyone pick up the Switch version of Bayonetta? Both.
Nope, just
Uh,
PC.
No, and I don't really plan to. I
Bayonetta
liked
1 and 2.
I liked Bayonetta, but I'm not gonna pick up Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta
mean,
2 is
that's your-
better than Bayonetta 1, though, is the issue.
I know, and that's why I don't want to play it.
And unfortunately, it's only Nintendo exclusive, only because Nintendo was the only one who would actually publish the darn game.
I think Bayonetta 2's on Steam actually.
No, just Bayonetta 1.
just Bayonetta 1 because it was originally under Sega. So, okay, now we're going to go into March. Before we go into ranting a bit, we're going to talk about a little bit of the bigger games that were released in March. Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition came out. Devil May Cry, the HD collection came out. Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered came out. Don't know why. Attack on
Kirby
Titan
Star
2,
Allies.
Kirby Star
Yeah.
Allies.
But
we've
we
got
can go
Sea
out
of
into later in the
Thieves.
year, like December, because that's when it's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
a finished product.
We had Sea of Thieves come out earlier this year. We've got Valkyrie Chronicles. We've got Detective Pikachu, Nino Kuni 2. I really botched
Nino
that.
Kuni 2.
Yes.
Nino
of course.
Kuni 2 is
And of-
fantastic.
Of those three
Okay.
games, a Wiseau Out is on there as well.
Okay, we
Yeah.
also have Far Cry 5 came out earlier this year. The Witch and the Hundred Knight, no idea what that is. Basically that is all that I see that I've heard of. I know like
The Witch
Pirates
and the
also-
Hundred Knight is a Nipponichi game. The same people who work on Disgaea.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's a good tactical RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Now I
And
never really
also
played
Shining
Disgaea,
Resonance
so-
Refrain, which I've heard meh things about.
Yeah, so you guys can talk about the Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. Now, I only have the PS4 version of Final Fantasy 15,
Which means that
and
you have an
so-
incomplete product compared
Yes,
to what
I-
we got,
yes,
the
I-
PC version got.
Yes, because I do not have the Royal Edition just yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Alright.
But-
Don't support that.
Yeah.
This is the first time and only time I'll say don't support Square Enix.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, I liked the game.
Seriously,
Here's the-
15 is not.
Here's the thing. When I first got it, I liked it, okay? What I don't like is their practices with the whole DLC thing. And especially the fact they canceled like 3/4 of their second season of DLC. which
That's
made
what I'm
no
saying
sense.
is don't support 15. Support
Okay.
Square Enix, don't support 15.
15 is a game that is not worth supporting.
It's probably my favorite Final Fantasy, but base game, nothing else.
Yeah,
Uh,
I will agree with that. Because I've never
I
played the DLC.
after the first month of getting 15 and being like a week 1 player of it, I very much hate 15, specifically for the fact that I was a 1.0 supporter getting fucked over by Square Enix and their shitty DLC practices.
Yeah, I think it's because they're still trying to figure out how to handle DLC, I think.
No. They know how to
no.
handle DLC. Look at Lightning Returns, 13-2. Fucking look at 11.
Final Fantasy 11, 14.
They know how to handle DLC.
It's
The team behind 15 does not know what they're doing.
That's probably
Yeah.
what it was. It was
So,
the team behind
we don't
15.
support 15. We'll support Square Enix. We love Square Enix.
I mean,
Mhm.
Flip,
I love Square Enix.
we're going to get into 2019 with Square having its biggest push right now, but we'll get into that later. But right now, let's shift gears here because we all agree, okay, 15.
Wait,
kinda
Wave the Passive Fist came out? That's a fun game to like watch people play.
sucked.
Like, go watch people play Wave the
Oh.
Passive Fist. It's
You also
good.
Never-
forgot
never heard of that.
Warhammer Vermintide 2.
I will go. Let me go ahead and talk about that one. If you hate Rat, play the game. If you like using a staff that shoots fire and blowing yourself up, making teammates have to revive you, play the game. If you have a decent enough computer to run Vermintide 2, play the game. It is by far one of the most fun experiences. And if you're a Twitch streamer who has a big audience and you think you know how your audience would react, pick up the game and play it on stream. You can get an overlay, and well, there's no overlay, but people can interact with your world. Oftentimes they'll be like, "All right, who should get this potion?" and it gives you a choice, and people type in chat. It's a fun experience.
That does sound nice, and if I ever get back into streaming, maybe I'll
However,
pick
it can also ruin your gaming experience. Oh, look at this. We can give you guys more HP, or we can summon a boss.
it up. Yes. So basically, it's
So-
kind of like D&D in a sense, just
N-
different.
No, it's actually more like a choose your own adventure book.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about the Devil May Cry HD collection now. This was
I know
the
nothing about it. So
All I
It's an
know-
okay collection for PS4 and PC. Basically, if this is the only way you can play Devil May Cry, then get it. But if you have the ability to play it on like PS3 or just play the original versions on PS2 or emulate them, whatever you want to do,
hey, no,
Yeah,
can't say emulate them.
then
You have to
Sure,
say
that's
things
right.
like a less than legitimate copy.
yeah, you have to play a less than legitimate version or stuff like that. But it's fine enough, but it still has the issues that the PS3 HD edition had with audio mixing with Devil May Cry 1.
It's
Okay.
jank.
Okay, so basically it's one of those ones if you've never had a PS2 and you only have a PS4 or Xbox or Steam, get this. If not, then have
Absolutely, 100% recommended. Devil May Cry is a pretty good series.
Well, considering
except for
5's
2.
coming out, yeah, considering
And
the 5,
DMC.
yeah.
No, actually, DMC's fun. DMC is if you don't treat it like a Devil May Cry game, it is phenomenal. It's fun.
It's
just
a
a
game. It should have.
it's
not
a
been
hack
Devil
and
May
slash.
Cry. It should
It's a
not
s-
have been a Devil May Cry game, basically. is what
Or
you're
that
telling
Ninja
me.
Theory shouldn't have worked on the story at the very least. The game itself is perfectly fine. It's just Ninja Theory kind of destroyed everything,
like-
every story bit.
Kazan, would you consider Metal Gear Rising a Metal Gear game?
By pure gameplay standards, hell to the no.
No, it's like Bayonetta with
It's
a Metal
Bayonetta
Gear
with
character.
Raiden.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
with Raiden kicking ass and having a Metal Gear like story structure, but it ain't Metal Gear.
just
Yeah.
put aside here. Go look up the President Armstrong speech. It's the
Yeah.
best. It's the best 5 minutes that you'll ever.
I want to just play
Don't
the.
fuck with the
I
senator.
might play the PC version. Of
Oh no,
that.
it is Senator
Yeah.
Armstrong. Forgive me.
Mhm.
I might play the PC version of it, depending.
It's
Um,
$7.50 on the Steam sale right now.
Yeah, I don't have money. right
Metal
now.
Gear Revengeance is one of the dumbest funnest experiences. And if you like Quentin Flynn, he goes all out.
It's so much fun. I have it.
200%.
And Platinum Games helped develop it, so there you go.
No, they did develop it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's the best part. And I'm actually been really interested with Platinum Games recently with Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising, because they
Nier
look-
Automata.
Nier Automata. Oh, I need to get that game.
I will not touch that game, unfortunately.
Okay,
Out
so
of sheer, I don't want to play this game because people say it's good, and I'm an old man and I can't have that.
Okay,
Can't
so
have a
let's-
fun time.
Okay, let's talk Kirby Star Allies. Now, I've heard that it's a good game. It's just it's more recommended for with friends.
It's a good
than
Kirby
alone.
game. It's a Kirby game, and it's a Kirby game.
That's just
You're
basically it.
getting what you're paying for. It's an easy game that you can have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Um,
there's a lot of DLC fan service that. There's an Ant Dude video he just released like a week ago.
They
Just
made Curb canon.
Yeah,
just
they did.
go
I'm gonna
go
watch
watch
that video.
go watch the
about
Ant
that.
Dude video. It explains everything. It's good. He has two of them. Watch the second one because he rehashes everything he talks about in the first video.
Right.
We're not gonna
okay.
talk about Assassin's Creed because it's an Assassin's Creed game. It's
Right.
Assassin's Creed.
Well,
Attack on
okay.
Titan 2, however,
Yeah.
I recommend it if you like Dynasty Warriors
That
because
is
it's a Dynasty Warriors game
okay.
set in the Attack on Titan universe.
Okay, now let's go back to the Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. Now, the Rogue Remastered is basically, the whole kind of like the Enzo Remastered, if I'm correct.
The Ezio remastered.
The Ezio collection.
Enzo's a character from Bayonetta.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking Bayonetta. Flip me! I don't play Assassin's Creed games, so what the flip?
Assassin's
do I know?
Creed Rogue is not really the best.
Again, it's
not a good game.
an Assassin's Creed game. Leave it be.
Yeah, let's leave it be. Attack on Titan 2. Now, I did see the gameplay of one from SGB.
It's made by Ninja Theory. Not by Ninja
and-
Theory. It's made by Koei Tecmo.
Well,
It's
no, I
their
believe
dy-
Ninja Theory worked
they're-
on it.
It's their Dynasty Warriors team.
Oh, okay, so
It
they
is-
basically
it's-
made it
it's
kind
a
of like
fun
Hyrule
game.
Warriors, in a sense.
It's a phenomenal game.
It-
Go watch gameplay of it.
Yeah, but the problem is the stories in both games. You have to have either read the manga or watched the anime to even understand.
Well,
it.
Go,
first off,
go play the
the
first
first-
game. Go play
I was about to
the first AOTAN game. It's the story,
Okay. Kazan?
but it's like
That's the thing. You're playing the second game. You might as well try to know the story at the very least.
Kazan,
Yeah.
did you like Pirate Warriors?
Hell yeah, I love Pirate Warriors.
Would you say that Pirate Warriors did a good job of kind of telling the story of One Piece?
And
Kind of did a good job.
Yeah, kinda.
I
If
don't-
kinda
I'll
means
have to ask
hyper
about that
abridging
later.
to hell and back, then yeah, it kinda did it.
There you go. That's your experience with AOTAN too. It's
Okay.
abridged, but you can follow the story.
At least
Yeah.
you can follow it. Okay, so Sea of Thieves. Now, I have seen some of my buddies in the YouTube universe play this. The aesthetic is not too bad. I would
Oh, we're
say,
talking
like-
about Sea of Thieves. I'll be back.
Yes.
I know literally nothing about Sea of Thieves,
We
and I
know
really don't want to
literally-
know.
I don't, to be honest. You know, the aesthetic is the same as Fortnite. It's just a paid version of Pirates. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I've never played it. It looks fun, but seriously, I think I'm fine with not playing it. That's just my personal preference, though.
Mm.
We just
Oh, I wasn't
got-
kidding. I actually left.
Don't worry.
you know,
we just
I believe
finished,
it. I'm not even gonna.
We just finished Sea of Thieves, so you're fine.
Oh, cool! I came back with perfect timing.
Yeah.
Shantae.
Okay.
Shantae's hot. So is Risky Boots. There you go.
It's
Um,
half Genie Hero on the Switch. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's the same. It was Pirate Skirts actually. Valkyrie Chronicles 4. Now, I
Valkyria
played
Chronicles 4 is a fun series.
Yeah,
No,
I played
Valkyria
the demo
Chronicles. If you like turn-based, if you like XCOM with waifus,
Yeah.
there you go.
instead. Oh, this is
I
a
think
game
that's
I
actually the
have-
best way to describe it.
Okay, a game I have seen and I've heard really good things about, A Way Out.
Hmm?
That
Hey,
actually
Kazan,
doesn't
we
sound-
still haven't gotten it. We need to. I want to play this.
I know!
I know the ending. I know them both. I want to play.
And the play... No, I
I
seen a
need to
friend of
play
mine play it, and he actually. Someone's phone's going off.
Damn it. Hold on.
But the Way Out is a very, very fun experience.
I
If
think
you
it
have a
was-
really close friend, pick it up.
I think it was either EA or Origins made the game though.
Uh, I wouldn't know. Me and Kazan are gonna get it at some point on the PS4 and just play
I
together.
better commentate through that bull crap because fuck
Believe me,
I will.
that game.
We'll
No,
play it.
that would have to be a live commentary.
That,
Unfortunately,
yeah, that would have to be. We're gonna wait a little. Now, what people don't know about A Way Out was kind of like a co-op game that you could play online or with whoever's sitting on the
Dang it,
couch.
we have to buy it through Origin.
no, Kazan, we're getting it on PS4.
Oh yeah, PS4. Okay.
I don't care. I don't want to download Origin again. I just cleaned out my PC.
I know,
I haven't re-downloaded Origin to play Sims 4, so there you go. Okay, so we're gonna
No,
go
but-
into Detective Pikachu here real quick. I did not.
Oh, I
pick
gotta
it
go
up,
again. I'm
only
sorry.
I know nothing of it. I'm not touching it.
I've heard.
I'll
good
watch the movie.
things. Yeah, I'd rather watch the movie. I've heard.
I
Good
know
things,
it's a
but
I know
no.
it's a 3DS game.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. It also has a nice amiibo.
Is it
does.
Phoenix Wright with Pikachu?
No.
Then I don't care.
Okay, Nino Kuni 2. Okay, I keep wanting to botch that. I don't know why. No,
It's
heard good
Nino
things.
Kuni.
Right. Is it as good as the first one though? Is my
It
question.
is a fun experience. I love it. I have the season pass. They recently just dropped the first DLC, which is the Lair of the Dragon Lord. It is a great experience. However, it is a big difference from Ni no Kuni 1's combat. It takes place 1,000 years after the events of Ni no Kuni 1.
Would you say like you would have to play Ni no Kuni 1 in order to understand?
Hell no, because as I said, it takes place 1,000 years after the events of Ni no Kuni 1.
Okay, so basically anybody can jump into that title.
It's like how Lufia 2 takes place 999 years before the first Lufia.
Or you can play Final Fantasy X without playing Final Fantasy IX.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's its own separate story.
All right, so
Though they do reference Ni no Kuni 1, it's not necessary to know about it.
Okay.
I've never played Ni no Kuni 1, and I still had a fun as hell time. The story is nice. It's got a nice Studio Ghibli aesthetic because, it's animated by the same people.
How
Still,
much did they add more than just 5 minutes of Ghibli footage like in the first game?
Yeah, actually, there actually is a lot more footage.
Like you would say
considering they
like what,
haven't-
15, 20 minutes?
Probably more than 10 minutes at least.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly jump to Far Cry 5 here real quick. I've heard good things about it. It's just a Far Cry game, in my opinion.
Go watch the Vine Sauce playthrough. Trust
Pretty
me.
much.
I'm watching SGB play it, so that's.
No, go watch the Vine Sauce playthrough. Vinny is. Oh, he says what he wants to say about it.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, but it had a lot of problems.
All right, so now we're gonna jump into April here. So that was.
Oh,
the
and one
first
last thing
quarter
from
of
March, Outlast 2 was a game. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it got a re-release.
Yeah.
And
I heard
it definitely
two
is a
was good.
disappointing follow-up.
I mean, I heard it was good. It's just a lot of people didn't like where it was going.
Because it's not the same as the first game.
It's not the same at all.
It's just, it's a. How do I put this? Outlast 1 was scary because of its atmosphere, and it didn't try too hard. It was just
Outlast
spooky.
2 made it.
Outlast
too
2 tried way too hard.
hard. Okay.
Hey, because
Sure.
I guess it got released in April that we get to talk about, and I don't want to talk about.
There was of course Extinction, Dark Rose Valkyrie. We've got Crisis on the Planet Apes.
Owlboy got a
VR,
re-release on the PS4 and Xbox.
Right. We got God of War. We talked about it earlier in the beginning. We got South Park: The Fractured.
But whole.
Yes.
It's-
thank you.
it's-
I don't want
I
to say
can-
that. I don't.
It's basically just the stick of truth. It's not.
If
It's
you like
the
the Stick
gameplay.
of Truth, you'll like The Fractured But Whole.
The issue is though they repeat a lot of the jokes are second verse, same as the first. It's
And
still a
it's
South
dated.
Park game.
It's South Park.
It's dated too.
Not
I'm
really.
sorry, but
It's not the
jokes are
fact that it's
dated.
dated. It's the fact that they're now referencing jokes from modern episodes of South Park, and the modern episodes, there's not as much to reference compared to South Park: The Stick of Truth, which was referencing everything South Park.
Right. We also had Nintendo Labo come out in
I don't want to talk
April.
about. I don't want
I-
to. No, I don't want to talk about a
That's one of those
$70
ones
piece of
of,
cardboard.
no,
That's
thank you.
leave that to people who touched it. If they liked it, cool.
Also, we're not going to mention Yakuza 6: The Song of
No,
Life.
we will.
Never.
By the way, if you click on the page, it talks about how the English demo for the game was actually the full game.
It was
I've heard
through
of
the
that,
use of
yes.
through the use of a glitch of getting a trophy. It allowed you to play the rest of the game.
That's hilarious. Good job, Sega.
If you liked Earth Defense Force, first like 10 of them, you'll like Earth Defense Force 4 because it's like the first 10
Yeah,
Earth
so
Defense Force games.
basically there were like 2 games that I think I've really heard of throughout April. Wasn't a whole lot. Let's jump into May. We got Super Mega Base Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze got a Nintendo Switch
A Switch port.
Which
Conan Exiles was officially released. Thank goodness. That game is good.
is it?
It's
No.
phenomenal. It is good. I love it.
There
It's
is
Is
like
it because of
Rust.
the penis meter?
The dong slider is funny, but
It is.
no, it's
okay.
Conan Exiles is actually a very,
Little
very
Witch-
solid game.
Oh yeah, that's right. Little Witch Academia: Chamber of Time came out in May.
Now I've
That's
heard good things about the anime, but I've never really seen it.
it's one of my favorites.
It's a Netflix anime, so
Yeah, I don't have it.
The English dub is not that good. Go watch the subs.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls Online expansion got released. You'll have to talk to somebody who actually knows about that.
I've
Same.
Okay, I will talk about Elder Scrolls Online here for a minute because I played the original base. It's good, but it just took up way too much of my PS4 space, and after I got Skyrim, I dropped it like it was a rock. So there we flip and go.
Okay.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition also came out in May. We had the Mega Man Legacy collections, both 1 and 2, that came out on the Switch. Stardew Valley got on the PS Vita. Don't know why.
Stardew Valley multiplayer now available on Switch.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want that. We had Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5 dancing games.
Okay,
came
I'm
out
glad
in
that those got.
Japan.
I'm glad they got ports to the PS4. I can't
Yes.
wait till they are translated.
They're in Japan.
No,
I mean,
no,
they're
they just
available
got
in America.
released. They just got released recently in America.
Yeah, I don't. We're not gonna talk about those right now.
No,
There,
we're not.
it's DDR, kind of. No, it's Project
Um,
Diva. It'd be Project Diva
It's more Project Diva than it is DDR.
with your
Okay.
favorite characters from Persona, like
Right.
Nanako dancing to the Junes theme.
Oh,
And Nanako dancing to the Junes.
oh gosh.
You know, because why
Okay.
would you play any others? Well,
Nanako
okay, I
We
can't
also
say that.
we also
Reach out to the
have-
truth. It's a pretty good one.
We
Yeah.
also have Bloodstained Curse of the Moon for people who were also backing the original Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Now it's available on
That's-
Steam for everyone.
So if
it's
you like
available for
Castlevania.
everybody. I've heard
Yep.
really good things about Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I'm interested. So this will be something. I think it's the same formula as the
Castle
Castlevania
original game.
Symphony of
Mega
the
Man
Night,
Collections
I'm
got ported over to Switch. Pretty easy.
Dark Souls
Uh,
Remaster came out as well.
We're not going to talk about Dark Souls Remastered, but
I've heard bad things about that one.
it's,
I've heard some bad things.
it's
Get
a
it on
game.
console. Get it on console if you're gonna
Get
get
it for PS4. It's PS4 Dark Souls.
Oh,
That-
also Detroit Become Human, which I've actually heard really that it's actually a good David Cage game.
No,
I've
listen,
heard
it's
the
a good thing.
story's
It's a
good,
good thing
but-
Techno's not, on the data desktop because as soon as he hears that, what about Connor?
Oh God.
No,
Okay, so we've got Harvest Moon Light of Hope Special Edition come out.
It's a
not
Harvest
only on
Moon game.
Nintendo's,
That's about all I can tell you.
Yeah, Legend of K Anniversary, Sega Genesis Classics came out, and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection came out. Pokemon Quest, I think that was a...
That's just a whole. That was a game that it was a free Switch game that held over Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah, and then people dropped
Not
it
for
like
very long.
like a rock.
I will say this: I have seen a bit of Liar Princess and Blind Prince. They're funny game. It's a pretty cute game.
I might look into it. By the way, some of the art
Oh
is-
boy, Ooh,
Let's get
Oh,
into
right at the
June,
very top.
people. Let's go into
Ooh.
June right now. 'Cause
talk
we
about
got,
a dead game.
what
Oh,
game?
Blue Cross Tag
Nobunaga's
Battle?
ambition.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Shaq Fu,
Yeah,
Legend
Shaq Fu
Reborn,
Legend
is
Reborn.
is a
Oh,
game.
I've heard about that one. Yeah,
It's not worth $40,
it's not.
but it is.
Dollars?
It's what
It's a thing.
it's a Shaq Fu game.
Yeah. Okay. So let me list
I
off.
saw the Kickstarter. I saw the
Let me
Kickstarter
list
a while
off the-
back.
Yeah, let me list off the big things that came out in June 1st. We got Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Shaq Fu, of course, Elder Scrolls, Vampire, the people.
I want to talk
who
about
crea-
Vampire. I want to talk about Vampire.
It's Vampire, however.
It's Vampire. It's
Right.
Vampire. It's both.
Hollow Knight came out on Nintendo Switch. Jurassic World Evolutions came out. Paladins, Super Bomberman R. We've got
Gross.
Legos, The Incredibles.
No, Super Bomberman R is good.
It just wasn't worth $60.
It's Bomberman.
We also have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy also came out in June
On
this year.
Switch.
On the Switch. And we've got I think that's basically the bigger ones here. The rest of it's like what the
Mario
heck?
Tennis Aces.
Moving
That's
on.
probably later on.
No, it's in June.
No, Mario Tennis. I bought it the week it came out, and I played it once.
Yeah, no, I see it. I heard it like the story wasn't too
Oh,
bad.
Nier Automata finally came out on Xbox One.
Yeah, it came out in June. But this
Yeah,
is
no.
where we got the big news of June. This is when E3 happened. A lot of stuff came out. But what are your thoughts? Let's first go into Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Now, I've heard a lot of people liked it, and then it just dropped out of the face of the earth like most
It's a
games.
game that tried too hard to be ready for Evo. Fonzie has far more opinions on it than I do. But
The demo was all right, but it also has Rooster Teeth tier voice acting.
Oh, goodness.
Well, it's got the voices of Yang and Ruby,
Okay.
and then
and I don't like them as voice actresses. So
I enjoy Rooster Teeth content. I specifically like Achievement Hunter content and Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures. I personally couldn't get into Ruby. I don't like it.
But it's
I
the most
couldn't-
popular
I couldn't
out of
enjoy it.
every
don't watch
Rooster
season
Teeth.
4.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch season 4.
I heard
Okay.
the newest one
If you
recently.
if you
has been good.
didn't like it, you won't like it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go into Vampire real quick. I heard it was the same people who made what was that game? That
Vampire the Masquerade.
no, I think it was No Nod that made it.
Don't Nod Entertainment is a French company.
They are French.
They made
Yep,
Remember
Don't
Me
Nod Yep, Don't
and
Nod
Life
made
is
it.
Strange. Oh,
The
okay.
biggest one was Life
Oh.
is Strange that they knew. So yeah,
Ugh.
Don't Nod made Vampire.
they made Life is Strange, and we're not going to talk about Life is Strange. I hate that game so much.
I enjoy it, but I enjoy making fun of it more than I do actually enjoy it.
I do too, especially with the second. They just released season 2. They just released Life is Strange 2 episode 1.
Episode 1.
I've never seen any gameplay of it. Not many people talk about it.
I will say this: Inside and Limbo. If you liked both of them, they had a Switch port.
Oh,
Support the
goodness.
developer; they did a good job.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. Let's go into. Oh, flip! That's right. June was also when Fortnite got into Switch and.
You know, we could have just left that on there and said nothing to anybody, and no one would have been the wiser.
Let's not get into that one. Now,
All right,
I've never
so
heard
we're
of Jurassic World Evolutions. I've seen it and then I'm like, meh. Now, Paladins, I'm not sure what this is.
Hey, if you like Overwatch, it's a free version of Overwatch. Why would you like Overwatch to begin with?
I enjoy Overwatch. I don't enjoy Paladins, but that's because Hi-Res Studios has this issue of making too many games and not updating any of them,
Okay,
Except
that
for
or
makes
not
sense.
balancing any of them.
Except for Smite.
Smite, of course.
I hope Smite gets a Switch port.
I
I
might.
think they were talking about it, weren't they?
I hope it doesn't now. Never mind. I was joking.
No. They're actually talking about doing cross-console stuff with Xbox now.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Mhm.
Now, the Incredibles,
PS4.
the Lego Incredibles, I've heard is good, considering it's got both the movies in there. I've heard it's
It's just Lego The Incredibles.
Yeah,
You're
it's
getting
Legos.
exactly what you want out of it.
You like
Um,
Legos? You like The Incredibles? Well, there you go. You can play with Lego Incredibles.
right.
Hey, you remember Lego World? Nobody remembers Lego World.
No
Or
one wants to
Lego's World.
remember.
Yeah,
Now,
you pop the portal
basically,
down.
basically, a lot of games that came out where they remastered. Mario Tennis. Did any of you play it?
Yeah, I actually enjoy Mario Tennis, but it has to work. It has the
I love it.
Dissidia. It has the Dissidia problem.
Oh, shitty
That's
netcode.
not
Peer to
good.
peer. Me and Sync tried playing it one day, and he was like, "No, this ain't working out."
It
So
Oh,
we,
definitely
so
plays
that's
like a
not
fighting
good.
game, though, if you've ever watched Lythero streams.
it is a fun game when it works.
That makes sense. All right, so let's get into July, my birthday month. Whee! The biggest ones that we know of for sure, Warhammer Renamite 2 came out on Xbox. Captain Toad was released onto the Switch in 3DS. Octopath Traveler came out. Adventure Time Pirates of the Incredon?
Yeah.
Never.
And Kyridian.
And Canadian. Sonic Mania got a whole new update on every platform it's been on. We've got the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. We've got No Man's Sky on Xbox One, which I think a lot
Man,
of people.
that's two things I wish
Yeah.
Fonzie were here for, because he could talk about the Mega Man X collection.
I mean, I could talk about it too because I do own it. Also, you forgot to mention Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun for the Switch.
Where is that at?
It's right above Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
fun. Hold on, let me see that.
That does look fun. That does look fun.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I want that. I want that now.
It
Give me
I believe
that.
does
Give
come
me
with a
that.
drum accessory.
It
Japan only.
does.
Japan only.
Aw,
Oh, no,
you
actually, it
guys.
is in North
America?
America.
Yeah, it is.
It was first released
Yeah.
November 2018.
Hello Neighbor was then finally released.
It was a game.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It wasn't good, but it was a game.
It was a game. So let's get into Mega Man X Collection since you guys have the.
The Mega Man X Legacy Collection is perfectly fine. It doesn't have the save state option like in the Mega Man Collection, but it's just ports of Mega Man X 1 through 4 or 5 through 8.
I think it's both. Yeah, it depends.
Though they did add a special mode between the games called the Mega Man X Maverick mission or something like that, where you basically fight a huge boss rush.
Yeah, I've seen bits of that.
It's
and
not-
It looks fun.
It's not fun and it's not easy.
That's fun. Okay, Octopath Traveler. I actually played both demos of it, and I really want the dumb game. And I've heard really good things about it, but the only issue was the grinding.
Don't
Mom.
play it if you don't have the stomach for your old school JRPGs.
Personally,
And now I
like,
say old school.
Oh yeah.
personally, I got too bored of Octopath. I have it. I put about 20 hours into it
And then you were
and
done.
got really, really bored.
Yeah, that's understandable. Okay, so that wasn't a whole lot for July.
That was a
big-wise.
month.
That was a month. August, we're gonna go into
Oh, but
Yakuza
we got to
0.
some good games again.
Yeah,
Oh, here we
got
go.
Yakuza 0, Salt and Sanctuary got on to the Nintendo Switch. We've got Dead Cells.
WarioWare
Oh no, you
Gold.
just skipped over WarioWare. You do not skip over a WarioWare
I'm
game.
sorry. Dang it.
WarioWare Gold is fantastic.
Oh
Right,
no,
and
Battle
then
for
Monst-
Azeroth released this month too.
Yep. Monster Hunter World was released on Windows afterwards. Because earlier this year it did release on PlayStation 4, so people were happy about that.
Shenmue 1 and
Walking
2.
Dead's the final season started in August.
Dad. What? Nothing.
I'm not gonna ask. I'll probably cut that.
Night Trap 25th
Return of the
anniversary.
Dragon.
I forgot that was a thing.
The Blob 2 remastered, no idea.
The Blob is fun.
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate came out on the Switch.
Yeah.
We also
It is a very,
have,
very, very good port, by the way.
It is.
Yakuza Kiwami came out.
Kiwami 2, yeah.
2 Point Hospital, and we got Naruto to Boruto Shinbu.
Divinity Original Sin 2.
Released
Yes.
on
PS4.
PS4 and Xbox One. So everybody who's been like, well, we want this on console, been like that for 2 years, you guys got it. You
Yeah.
guys got
Wait,
it. You got
which
that.
one
You got
was
the
on
sequel, not the
console?
original.
Which one did people want on the?
They wanted. A lot of people wanted the first game on consoles.
Which
You also skipped over My Hero One's Justice as well.
No,
nobody talks
we
about
skip
it.
we skip over that one because it's not. Well, it's My Hero Academia. We skip over everything there.
I love My Hero Academia.
I
You can
could
fight
not
over this.
get past the first episode. I am the very first episode. I just could
I-
not get past it.
This is the one time I will go. I don't think it's that good because people keep telling me it's good, and I look at it and go, the art style is disgusting. Leave me alone.
I
It's
enjoy My
subjective.
Hero Academia. I just don't care for the fighting game.
That's.
It's not a fighting game.
understandable.
It's an arena brawler.
I'm not getting into this argument again.
No. What people don't know with The Walking Dead, unfortunately, there is a third episode coming out, but it's going to be under a different developer since.
No, it's made by the exact same here's the full story. It's gonna be made by the exact same development team. It's just the fact of episodes 3 and 4 are only going to be available through Epic Games Store.
Right. But for those who have it on Steam, PS4, Xbox One, do not fret. They have said that if you've already purchased it before, you will get that update. So, there's
Yeah.
no issues
Yeah, it's
with that.
it's too bad Telltale isn't the greatest company in the world.
Oh no, after the horror stories I've heard coming out of that,
No, after they released season 2 of The Walking Dead, you're
Yeah.
just like, why would you make this?
I try to support season 2, but then season 3 comes out, it's like, yeah, fuck season 2.
No, I didn't even like season 1. I like
I
Lee.
love
I like Lee because his voice actor's good, but I don't like.
That's
the
Dave
games.
Fennoy for you, though.
no, I've
Yeah,
watched,
Dave Fennoy's
I've
great.
watched season
He is.
2. I did on SGB. I did not watch season 1
No,
because
one thing is like season 1, people are like, but Kenny's a good character. I'm like,
No,
no,
he's
Oh
not.
no.
He is
He
not.
is
He's
re-
probably the worst character of the
He's-
season.
He redeems himself in 2, but it's
No,
still
he
like-
No, he
doesn't.
does not.
No, he
No, good
doesn't.
point, good
He's
point.
even worse in season 2.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's true.
Especially when if you choose the option to kill his girlfriend, he despises you for the rest of this for the last 2 episodes.
He does. He really
Oh well,
does.
you know, spoilers for a game nobody really
Oh.
cares about. But
I'm about to say spoilers for a game that even Hal was disappointed by, and he loved season 1 like I did.
no, again, I like Lee Everett, and that was it. That's
But
the
yeah,
end.
no, Kenny does not redeem himself. He seems especially after episode 2, because he is the worst character in that season.
I will agree. He's a jerk. From what I've seen.
Oh no, he's more than just jerk. He's an asshole. Like he's an asshole.
Okay,
Through and through.
so
Guacamelee 2 got a port, which good for them. Okami HD got put on the Switch. Excellent choice.
are you
Don't
in
like Okami?
September?
You don't like Okami?
I really don't like Okami.
That's fine.
Where are you at? Are you still in August or are you?
I'm going back up down. I'm going up and down the list. There was a Professor Layton game that got released, I think.
That was way
also
harder than...
The port of Shenmue 1 and 2 to prepare for
Yeah,
Shenmue.
Professor Layton got a Professor Layton game got a port to the Switch. I wish I had known that. I'd have bought it sooner.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into September. We've got Dragon Quest XI, Shibuya Scramble. Never heard of that. Let's see what else. We got Spider-Man on PlayStation 4. We got Dust and Elysian Tail on Nintendo Switch.
The Switch
Yeah.
port of Dust and Elysian Tale.
Hey, we
It's
got
a
the
good
Switch
game.
port of Final Fantasy 15.
Pocket Edition.
Yeah, they only put Pocket Edition.
We got the fourth of like 10 Tomb Raider games after the reboot.
Mhm.
We also got Yokai Watch that nobody.
I was
Really?
avoiding that for a reason.
Yeah.
The
we got
Switch port of
Shadow-
Undertale.
We got Shadow of the Tomb Raider that came out. We've got.
No, Kazan, you can't say that about it. People are, oh no, they're commenting. You're talking bad on Undertale. How dare you?
I never
Yeah.
played the flipping games. There you flipping
I love
go.
You don't have
Oh.
taste. Let me tell you where all these secrets are.
Okay, we
There's
got
an
Steins
Arcadia
Gate.
RPG. Oh,
Couple
baby,
games
that's
in
so good.
We also had Torna, the Gold Country that came out for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I am playing the original and waiting until I get the money to get the DLC. Episode 2 for Walking Dead came out. Hollow Knight came out. Dragalia Lost, my favorite app of all time right now. Life is Strange 2 Episode 1 came out in September. Dragon Ball Fighters ended up on
Oh, by the way,
Nintendo
if you
Switch.
guys want to talk about an actually like good RPG, go play This Is the Police. It is phenomenal.
I played that and
No joke. It
Yeah.
is. It's just great because you're just playing a cop. and you're like, I gotta make decisions. I can be good or I can be bad. If I'm good, things
Oh
fall
god.
apart. But if I'm bad, I get to stay. Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
Play
okay.
it.
But yeah, for Dragon Quest XI, fantastic game.
I really want that game. As soon as I get the
And
money,
I
I
hate
will
the
be
people.
getting it.
And I hate the people that bitched about it. Bitched about the fact that it's a basic JRPG. Sorry, I
It's a
specifically
Dragon
hate the
Quest
critic.
RPG.
The
Huh?
critic?
It's a Dragon Quest RPG. If there's Puff, who cares?
I specifically hate the critics who bitched about it being a basic JRPG.
Critics bitched about Blue Dragon, and Blue Dragon was fun.
I love Blue Dragon. At least the Xbox. I love the original Blue Dragon on 360.
Here's the funny thing with Dragon Quest. It's the same mechanics as like Persona 5, and everybody loved Persona 5.
No, Persona 5 is very different from the other Persona
No, I'm
games.
saying like the turn-based part.
No, it's the fact of that it's a menu bit. Dragon Quest XI is almost as basic as you get with a JRPG. Persona 5 adds flair to it.
The old adage of if it ain't broke, don't fix
fix
it belongs to Dragon Quest because they've been making the same game for 11 games.
But
That's true.
they're all still.
All they've said
honestly,
is, Toriyama, here's some money. Make us new characters.
honestly, the characters of 11 are probably the best in the series besides the cast of 6.
And if you like Dynasty Warriors and Dragon Quest Heroes is a good game. The sequel is... It's a game.
Okay, so let's get into Spider-Man. Did anybody play that?
I
Nope,
want
and I
to
don't,
play it.
and I don't plan.
I want to, considering. Okay, here's what I thought when I first saw it. I thought it was Batman, but with Spider-Man.
No.
It's just different
Well-
mechanics when it comes to.
Well,
the
actually,
villains.
Hal and I put it better as Spider-Man Arkham City, but it's definitely not really. It doesn't feel like an Arkham game.
Right, but I'm saying like it's got the style of it, but they made it for Spider-Man. Like
You
not...
mean the style
don't-
that ripped off of Assassin's Creed 2? Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Something.
Well, that means that Assassin's Creed 2, which was the good one, and then Brotherhood came out, and it was also the good one.
And then
I'm saying-
Revelations came out.
And then Revelations came out, and Animus Island, I still can't get past.
Origins.
But yeah, Origins is good. But
No,
yeah,
which one was the worst one out of the whole?
Out of the
Probably-
trilogy, Revelations.
yeah,
The one that was
Assass-
very, very glitchy is one. Is the
that was
Revelations.
Unity. That was
Oh.
Unity. You're
Oh,
talking
Unity.
about.
Yeah, Unity was bad. We don't talk.
Unity wasn't in the original trilogy.
No.
But-
Okay, we've got to go with the next one here. Of course.
I want to talk about Undertale for a second. It's Undertale on the Switch. Buy it if you want it. Don't spoil it for other people.
$10.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
Also, $10 is still it's still a good price for the game.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
that's not
Capcom
bad.
beat 'em up bundle. I forgot about that.
Yeah, what games all comes with that? Obviously, Capcom fighting beat 'em ups, but still.
I think the
I think a
original
lot
Street
of them-
Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go down the list here. Now, I am playing Xenoblade Chronicles at the time of this recording. I'm playing the base. I have not gotten the Golden Country yet, but I will say, over almost 20 hours in, I'm addicted. I love the characters. Just some of them are a little bit off. I mean,
I
it's
love the
fun.
whole cast.
I love it. I haven't gotten to the whole cast yet, but I do enjoy where the story goes.
Who are you talking about?
Xenoblade 2.
Oh, I haven't. I'm not even gonna bother. I have enough RPGs in my life. I really can't. I really can't.
Okay, and then Hollow Knight got on PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh yeah, we never talked about Hollow Knight. Fun game. It's
I've
fun
heard
as hell.
I heard it's
Hey,
really
it's
fun.
like Dark Souls with bugs.
It's
It
a
is Dark
Metroid-
Souls with. It is Dark Souls
it-
with bugs.
It's a Metroidvania game with a Dark Souls aesthetic and bugs.
Bugs
You're a
as
bug.
bugs.
Alright, let's
like-
get
like
into,
insects.
Let's get into October. Now we have
Right.
Forza Horizon 4. Don't really care. Mega
Just
Man
to the North Star
11.
Lost Paradise.
The
The English
English
version.
release.
Which, by the way, just played in Japanese subs because the English dub is passable at best.
Because the English
Fist
dub
of
of
the
the
North
original
Star?
like dub was bad, but it was so bad it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We have Super Mario Party. Disgaea 1 complete. The basically a remaster. Mark of the Ninja
It's
remaster.
it's Disgaea 1 and Disgaea 5's engine.
We've got of course we've got Black Ops 4, which
The
I
World
never
Ends
really
With You
cared.
final remix.
Luigi's Mansion, the re-release on 3DS that you should play, but make sure you have a like a control
Don't do-
stick like an extender,
Don't
please.
don't do co-op. I've seen the co-op frame rate. It is bad.
Or if you like suffering, do. It's your choice.
I mean,
Dark
it's
Souls
okay.
Remastered was put onto the Switch.
We've
Soul Calibur
got-
6, I'll talk after we go through the rest of the games because I'm
Right,
still playing it. But I
We
wanna
have Blank,
actually
the
get into
card-
it.
The card game, not really care. Nickelodeon released a kart racer. What the?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
We have Castlevania Requiem. My Hero One's Justice. We've got Red Dead Redemption 2. Corpse Party 2. We've got.
Got a Windows port. Finally, it's on Steam. So if you like the first Corpse Part, if you like Corpse Party, you're sick, but you know they're good. It's a good time killer.
We have Steven Universe Save the Lights. Deltarune. I think.
Yomawari, the Long Night Collection.
If you
Okay,
like
let's go.
Undertale, you'll like Deltarune. It's not Undertale. Please stop trying to say it is.
I mean, it's got the premise, but it's
Isn't it
really
free?
not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's free, but it's not even a finished game. I don't know
I
why
know.
it's a released game.
I don't know.
And
But-
Toby Fox is not going to work on it. He's even said, "I'm not even going to work on this."
Okay, so Mega Man 11, I've heard really good things about it, like this year.
I would drag
Alone.
Sync in here, but he's not on the Discord.
Ah,
So
Well, he's streaming right now.
he's
Yeah.
streaming. Let's not do that. Okay, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've heard it's pretty good.
it's probably the best Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really, really good game.
I mean, I've heard really good things about Super Mario Party.
Mario Party is fun if you're drinking with your friends.
I don't
Also,
think
Super
so.
Mario Party, the big issue with it is that you need 4 Joy-Cons to play with 4.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Also, there is no online mode. It's all local.
That just
There
sucks.
is online. You can play minigames with your friends.
But that's it. There's
That's
no
about
actual full
it.
party board.
I
Right.
wish, but Nintendo's working on it. We've got Smash Brothers to look at as an example. Let's not push it.
We'll talk about that when we get to December. Okay, Mark of the Ninja Remastered. Has anyone played that?
It's a fun.
I got it for free for PlayStation Plus.
Ooh, nice.
It's all right. It's a platformer. It's kind of like old school Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, so of course WWE came out with a new game. Don't care.
Best character creator ever. Gonna point that one out. I've seen it. You can make really, really big and terrifying abominations.
Wait, what game?
WWE.
2K19.
It's the best abomination simulator you could play. Who
It's-
cares if it's rest-
I hate them. I played like 2K17 and it sucked.
You don't play it for the gameplay. You play it for the character creator.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Dream Daddy Director's Cut, Dad Rector's Cut came out in October as well.
Yeah. We got Luigi's Mansion. As we said, it came out on 3DS. Why it did not come out on the Switch, I don't know. Maybe because...
It might get a Switch port in the future. I hope, because
hope
I would really
so.
love to play that again.
I hope so too, and I hope
Considering we just
the
got the
co-op
GameCube,
actually is
we just got
fixed.
GameCube controller adapters. Oh, that'd be so...
Yeah.
That, and I hope the co-op frame rate issue is fixed. Dang it.
No, just don't add co-op.
Well,
Simple,
yeah, that game
simple,
was not
simple
made-
solution.
yeah,
Don't add
that-
co-op.
Yeah, that
Don't.
game was not meant for co-op. Let's go into Soul Calibur 6. Now,
All
how
right.
is it
So if you love Soul Calibur 5, 4, 3, it's Soul Calibur. It is one of the most fun fighting experiences you can have. There's a level of depth that you can get into. 2B's in the game, Geralt's in the game. You know, I don't really need to say more. If you like 2B, you can play
Is-
2B.
It also has one of the
not meant-
best character creators out there for a fighting game.
I mean, people were making 2B before 2B was announced. So,
Yeah, but they were all
yeah.
terrible.
They were all terrible.
Now, I've seen some good. I saw some good ones, but they're all. It's not worth talking about. I made my 14 character,
Oh,
and
nice.
it looks fantastic.
Nice. I want a
But
screenshot of that. Dang it.
There's
it
also a
is
lizard man with a giant penis.
I
yeah.
don't want to know.
Basically, the netcode for the game is actually really solid because unlike most fighting games, they did a full-on network test for like 2 weeks
That's
and
actually
said,
good.
test this netcode, and it worked. Guess what? The game doesn't suffer a whole lot. It's not. It is sort of peer-to-peer, but it's more or less after it connects to the server and you get into a match.
Okay.
But it is phenomenal. I recommend that you
So-
pick it up. Pay for the season pass.
Okay.
It's
Definitely.
it's worthwhile.
It's worth it considering
There's a lot
it's
of
one of
online
those
stuff
fun-
and there's a lot of offline stuff. There's an
Okay, so
entire story. There's a story mode, an arcade mode, and there's a secondary story mode where you can create your own original character and you just go around and you beat people up. It's great.
Nice. Okay, so let's get into Red Dead 2 just for a little bit. I just want to hear like who has played it. I've heard good things about it.
I got it with my PS4 Pro. It is a fine game. Even though it says Red Dead 2, it's actually a prequel to Red Dead 1. It is.
Yeah, I've heard. I don't like the practices that Rockstar did to get that game out.
But yeah, Red Dead 2 is a fun as hell game. Arthur Morgan is probably one of my favorite characters ever. He is he is an incredibly enjoyable character. It is basically it's GTA 5 but with a lot more it still has a lot of differences, but the base game still feels like GTA 5.
I heard the online sucks though.
It's GTA 5 online but with horses
Oh, flip, that's not good. Okay, so
and in the Wild West.
yeah, so and I heard that that got nominated for I don't know how many awards this year.
It has it's a fun as hell game, and I wouldn't say it's a 100% must have, but it came with my PS4 Pro and I
If
played
you're
it.
a fan of the Red Dead series, that includes Revolver and Redemption,
Of course.
pick it up, play it, enjoy the story. Don't rush through the story.
No,
Play the story.
You do not. Well, it's kind of hard to rush the story too because there's a lot to the fucking game.
I
Okay,
know,
so
I'm just saying.
Castlevania Requiem, what is that? I
It's a
wanna hear
remake
that.
of Rondo of Blood. Well, not remake. It's a port of Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night.
Is it in
So-
English, not Japanese?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't own it, so
Okay, so yeah, I might pick it up because I've heard so many things about Castlevania, so I might pick it up. Who knows? Okay, so let's head into November. Last month we've got
We
Diablo-
are skipping over Deltarune. It's not even a game.
Yeah.
It's a demo.
I've never played it, so there you go.
Carnival Games got a port. That's
that
about
should-
all we need to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, we also did get Taiko no Tatsujin in English in November.
Wait, The Quiet Man came out in November?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I thought that was
did.
coming out- I thought that was coming out next
I saw
year.
one of my friends play it, and it was horrible. We also have Diablo 3, the Eternal Collection. We've got, of course,
The Forest.
Hitman 2, Spyro Reunited Trilogy, Fallout 76.
I'll talk about Reunited whenever we.
when we get
that
to
point.
it. Yeah.
World of Final Fantasy Maxima,
Mhm.
Yes.
RPG
Pokemon
Maker
Let's
MV
Go.
Trinity. Do not buy that.
Tetris
Icon-
Effect, Tetris Effect.
Do not buy RPG Makers on consoles. Just
no,
don't.
I heard. Darksiders 3 came out, and I think Ark Survival Evolved. Oh, my sister loves that game.
It came out on Switch, I think.
Persona
Persona
2Q
Q.
out in Japan.
And that, and when we talk about Smash, we'll get into the whole thing with Persona. But as of right now,
Also, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
that's right.
We're only talking about real games.
Yeah. I mean, I'm planning on
Okay.
getting it, but it's because I'm a Pokemon guy.
You'll have
Okay,
fun.
let's talk about the Quiet Man here for a minute because I have a friend of mine who actually played the game. It looked awful. It looked unfinished. Like Square just completely just sent it out as was. Earlier this year we got a whole thing about the report. Square had said that they did not do well financially within the second quarter, and so that's why a lot of the DLC for Final Fantasy 15 was cut, except for one, and everything else. And like they just completely disbanded that whole group, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into more of that.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 is just basically an import.
It's Diablo 3
on the Switch.
for consoles on the
With-
Switch.
With a Ganondorf skin.
Yeah, that's basically
It's
it.
that's actually a pretty good reason to buy it.
It is.
That's if
then
I
you
didn't have it on the PC.
I'll talk about Carnival Games. Carnival Games is a good collection of mini games. It's not
For the
worth like
family.
$40. It's worth like 20. It's a bargain bin game,
I'd say
but
like
it's fun.
10.
It's fun.
I'd say like 10. But okay, let's talk about World of Final Fantasy Max Mode. Basically, what that is just a.
it is.
It's just.
It is the best way to play World of Final Fantasy. It comes with all the DLC that was originally free and temporary. And if you have World of Final Fantasy already, there's a $15 upgrade to Maxima, and
Yeah,
it also
they
comes
did-
with
yeah.
a separate ending.
If you like Final Fantasy fan service, and we mean a lot of Final Fantasy fan
And
service,
goodness-
Yeah.
absolutely
yes.
pick that up.
Yes.
You might not like the art style at first, but it does grow on you. It
I
is.
really loved the mechanics of the game, and I finally beat it when I was having computer issues back in September, and I really enjoyed the game. The only issue I had was the grinding a little bit, but that's
If you like hearing Snow's voice actor speak in Toad saying ribbity bibbit, which
If you want to hear a
Oh.
really good version of Shantoto, you want to hear Shiva be a total bitch, it's good. Everything
I-
about the
voice
game.
acting is amazing in it. I'm gonna tell you.
Square
about
Enix.
Final Fantasy,
Square
it's
Enix
good.
did a really good job.
they
did
did.
that
It's
one.
a lot of fun. Like again, Maxima is the best way to play World of Final Fantasy.
If you don't have World of Final Fantasy, Maxima is the definitive version. If get it on the Switch now, you can also if those of you who never got any of the DLC with the original World of Final Fantasy, you can just upgrade it the same way that they did with
Well,
15.
The
Well, you
PC
can
version
do it.
didn't come with any DLC. It just came with some DLC, and then Maxima comes with the rest of it.
Okay, did Maxima is in Windows too, right?
Okay. Hey Kazan,
Okay.
tell us a little about Tetris Effect, and I'll talk about Hitman 2.
Okay, Tetris Effect is one of my absolute favorite games of this year. Mostly for the fact of one, I love Tetris. Tetris is so good. It's always been one of my favorite games to just mindlessly play for hours. But Tetris Effect brings that to a whole another level. For the fact of that, it's like a it's like a music sim kind of game where you make music and sounds based off of inputs and what you do, and you get rewarded based on like scoring tons of Tetrises and stuff like that. There's a mechanic where you can stack multiple Tetrises all the way to the top of the screen to create a dodecahexatris, which is a lot to say, but
Which
it
is
is
worth
a
a trophy.
fantastic game.
It's worth
It
a
is a
trophy.
Yeah, it's a trophy, and it is a phenomenal experience with a fantastic soundtrack. It's also the fact of it's one of the only Tetris games where you can change the camera angle of your Tetris game to take a look more at the effects. It also has VR support to get even more into the game, and also to have the least amount of input delay possible.
I really
it
hope
is-
they port it over to PC. I really, really do.
I hope
Considering
so.
you just
too.
built a beast. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so too. Tetris Effect is so worth it. Even though it's
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 on
$40, but
PS4,
it's PS4 exclusive right now.
right? But that does sound interesting. It might be on my
$40 is steep for a Tetris game, but physical copies are like $30
wish list. So
right
it's
now
not
at
that bad.
GameStop.
It has online mode too, right?
It does have an online leaderboard mode. I'm not sure about the online mode itself.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's get into Hitman 2.
You might know if you ever wanted to play a Hitman game, play Hitman 2. Hitman 2 is the full version because originally Hitman 2 was released episodically over the past year and a half. This is
Okay,
the
so
full,
the full-
all episodes.
So it's the same thing with 1, basically.
Yeah, this
Mhm.
is just every episode of Hitman released in the past year and a half. I don't personally play the game. I just like watching people play it, and I really want to play it. But at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather watch people play it and have fun.
Okay.
But
so
basically-
let's-
It's a stealth game. It's fun. Kill people, but you gotta not get caught by people around you. It's an espionage game.
Oh, fun. Okay,
It's
so now we're gonna
phenomenal.
go into Spyro the Reunited Trilogy. Now we are
Huh.
on Jada Desktop. We are doing a commentary on that. I don't know when those are gonna be uploaded. Right. But I will say though, it does look interesting, and I do want to play Spyro now. As someone who only played Dragonfly.
You
Yeah.
got into the worst one.
Yes,
The
I
game,
did.
as somebody who has a 100% save file on all three games now, I could say that Spyro 1, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Mm.
Spyro 2, still the best one of the trilogy. Spyro 3 can eat a dick.
Wow. I'm
I
guessing
still,
you're not a
I,
fan of
s-
the animal buddies.
oh no, I love the Animal Buddies. I just hate the game. It's not fun. There's too many collectibles.
Okay.
The only good fun part about the game is the ending where you headbutt money bags. That's
Of
about it.
course.
That's about it.
Okay, so Fallout 76 now, I'm only going to get into this briefly. It's a flop. It's horrible. I've heard so many horror stories. I mean,
Granted,
I don't see why anyone enjoyed Fallout 76.
I
I can
mean,
enjoyed. I
okay,
know people who still
here's-
enjoy it because it's a waste of time. It's a time waster and it's really good waste of time.
right, and here's the thing. It's so bad. Players who found like what 4 nukes decided to shoot them.
Three
in
nukes.
the air,
Three nukes at the same time, and it
crashing
crashed
the
the game for everyone.
So
Also, the
yeah.
fact of that it's also the fact of that the final boss is a giant fucking dragon.
Oh gosh, Bethesda.
And if you beat when you beat him, he
why?
says, "Bye, Skyrim."
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Bethesda,
basically
you kind of sucked at this one. You need to get
the
that
game's like
stuff
$5 now.
Yeah.
Just pick it up play it. If you like it, you don't.
If you don't,
know,
get
I
it
want to
out
go
of
ahead and
here.
talk about RPG Maker MV real quick. Just gonna go ahead and talk about this.
Okay, go ahead.
It's RPG Maker VMV. It's my favorite engine of the engines I've used. I've used every single RPG Maker engine from 2003
Oof,
to MV.
dang.
I used XP.
Oh,
That was the worst one I had to deal with. 2003 at least had tools that I could work with.
okay.
Ace is my second favorite. MV, really, really good RPG Maker engine. Just don't go and get these versions.
Don't
Get
get, the
it for
console
Windows.
versions. Just
Get it for Windows. It's only $78.
$78.
But
Get
it's-
it on a humble bundle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually get it. If the Humble Bundle ever comes around with it, get it. It's useful. You got a lot of tools. It's really easy to edit the JavaScript, not JavaScript, but edit the scripts for it, to add in your own battle systems, to edit in your own like credit sequences, and like that. Really easy to work with. There's a lot of tutorials and there's a lot of support. People who have been using these systems for decades now have learned each and every single part of these systems and go, okay, we can do this, this, and this. A good example of a game that was created in RPG Maker would be One Shot. It was created in RPG Maker VX.
Okay.
It's a really good game and it pushed that system to its limits.
Nice.
So,
Alright,
that's all I have to say about it. Just don't buy the PC, just buy the PC version.
Okay, so let's go into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I've heard great things, but the end game is what sucks.
It's
the
a
original.
it's a perfectly fine recreation of Pokemon Yellow.
I wouldn't say perfectly fine. It's too easy.
It's way too. Oh yeah, compared to Pokemon Yellow, it's way too damn easy.
That's
No,
because
when a game
it's
is-
synced to Pokemon Go, isn't it?
When a
Pokemon
game
Go.
is way too easy, it's less fun.
Yeah.
Watching my wife's youngest play through it, I was just like, this game is
I
way
mean-
too easy. Why are you trying to make it easier for yourself? hearing
I
a-
mean, huh?
It's just, I don't want to talk about it. It's just a bad game. It's not
My
bad.
my girlfriend's little brother actually struggles with the game, but that's because he knows literally nothing about Pokemon and weaknesses
understandable.
and stuff.
That's understandable. If you've known Pokemon inside and out, then yeah, it's gonna be.
I mean,
easier,
I'm
but for those who've never
Guy
played a
who
Pokemon
knows
game,
Pokemon inside and out.
right? So, and for those who have never played a Pokemon game, playing this, yeah, they're gonna have. a bit
You
of
pick it up for your
difficulty.
kids. Pick it up like really young kids. That's who it's going to appeal to, especially the Pokemon catching mechanic. I like Go. My wife likes Go.
Yeah.
I like the catching mechanic from Go. That's the catching mechanic in Let's Go
Yeah.
Eevee.
Yeah, basically. Battlefield 5, I heard that was poorly received. I will not pick up the
Poorly
game.
received.
No, I heard it was very well received, and then
I've
the
heard.
reviewers started changing their opinions after they played the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Battle Royale.
Oh
Um.
yeah, oh god.
Oh yeah, Bendy and the Ink Machine came out
Yeah,
too.
that I think
For
that's
consoles.
yeah, it was the complete version.
Bendy and the Ink Machine is a fun experience
I
actually
am
made by
not
Rooster
playing
Teeth
it.
Games.
No.
It was made by
No.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
It was made by Rooster Teeth Games. Basically, it is a first-person survival horror game. Puzzle. It's also a puzzle kind of game too. That was released episodically on PC and then just got a release last month.
If you liked the aesthetic of Epic Mickey,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this is basically a horror
No, actually, if you
game
like
for
the aesthetic of Cuphead,
yeah.
it's like Cuphead's aesthetic with a horror twist.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's 3D.
and it is an honestly really good game.
It
Oh,
does look good.
Artifact
it's just,
came
I'm
out in
not-
November.
Let's not talk about Artifact.
I
I
don't
don't
want to
wanna
talk about
know.
Artifact.
Well, here, I'm not going to talk about Artifact specifically. I'm going to talk about the greatest game reveal ever. Specifically when it was Artifact. But basically, what happened was it was, I don't remember what conference it was at. But basically, Valve was like, "We're going to announce a new game," and everybody's like, oh, "What is it? What is it?" And then it says Artifact, and the whole crowd, you could hear go, "Huh?" And then
I think
right at the
everybody thought
bottom,
it
a
was
Dota
Dota
trading
2.
card game.
First
And
off,
everybody's like,
it's a
"Ah!"
it's a good game.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
And the system that people think is bad, like, oh, you have to you buy your cards in card packs, but you can buy them off the market board, like the Steam market. Most people are like, that's not going to work. Remember Diablo 3? I'm like, yeah, I remember Diablo 3, but these have tangible currency and can be used elsewhere. And I can use them for money, make money on Steam. So,
Also, Dota 2 has actually honestly pretty fine market system.
yeah, no, the entirety of the Artifact community, they're okay with this. They like the system.
It was the initial reveal that disappointed everybody because you could
Like
hear,
like Diablo
You can
Immortal.
see it, yeah.
yeah, but like
Oh,
this is
gosh.
before Diablo Immortal though, because
Oh,
you could
yeah.
hear the whole crowd audibly booing them as they revealed it, and as talking about it, they had to lower the volume they had to lower the sensitivity on people's microphones and on the cameras and stuff, so you couldn't hear the audience audibly booing audibly booing them. Oh, by the way, I was wrong. It was made by Joey Drew Studios, but I think Rooster Teeth Games I thought Rooster Teeth had something to do with it. Never mind.
Listen, if you have the money to pay for the game, you get 10 free packs.
Really?
You get 10 free packs once you play the game, and if you play Dota 2, you get a month of Dota Plus. So
Dang.
it is worth it. Mostly the Dota Plus, especially
They
the
should be
Dota Plus.
making a Dota 3 at this point.
No,
of
actually,
how-
they're still adding to Dota 2.
They're still making content for Dota 2 even to this day.
Goodness.
Since its full release back in 2013, I think.
Right, we're gonna go into Persona Q, I think, when we talk about Smash, but
Well,
Other
we
than
don't
that-
have Q2 yet,
no, we don't. Japan does. But
so
that's,
there's not
that's
really
gonna be-
much of a reason to talk about Q2.
yeah.
Wait,
so,
Gwent's on PS4? Give me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you like Gwent?
I like the idea of Gwent.
I don't
Oh.
like Gwent.
I don't like Gwent, but I like the idea of Gwent.
True. Okay, so let's
Oh.
get into this month, December. We've got Just Cause 4, Gwent, of course. We got Persona 3, 4, and 5 going.
We got
onto
the English
PS4.
releases of the game we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
We got Subnautica that got onto PS4 and Xbox. We've got
The
Last
Last Remnant
Remnant?
remastered.
yeah, we got Path of Exile on PlayStation 4. I'm okay with this. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Nobody gives a crap. We got
Katamari
Smash Brothers.
Damacy.
Oh yes, we do.
La 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 la.
We got Smash
Darude
Brothers
Sandstorm.
Ultimate. We've got Insurgents. Days Gone on Windows. We've got
God Eater 3.
yeah, we got Borderlands 2 VR. We've got Dragon Quest Builders 2 out in Japan right now.
Mhm.
And that's basically
And sometime the rest of
it.
this month, we're getting Shari no Kuni.
Yep.
I don't.
So-
oh, it's a visual novel. That's why I don't know
So
anything
the
about it.
biggest one of this month was, of course, Smash Brothers Ultimate. I do not have the game at this point because I don't have the money. Christmas kind of broke me per se. But Just Cause 4, I've heard is it's the same as Just Cause.
Man, Kazan,
Yeah.
isn't it great that we can play Little Mac?
Yeah. Again.
And then we stop playing Little Mac to pick up the broken character, K. Rool.
Oh, I only play K. Rool for a little. I play Roy. I mostly main Roy.
Now,
at this point.
Now, a lot of people with the DLC characters for Smash, it was just revealed at the Game Awards before Smash launched that they were going to be adding Joker from Persona 5. No,
it was the night it was released.
Yeah, the night it was released.
And let me tell you guys something. I never saw that coming.
Yeah.
Nobody.
If you wanted to hear a Persona fanboy scream into his microphone that night, then you should have been there because I didn't record my audio.
I should start recording it at all times.
Yeah, basically just keep a permanent 24-hour stream on like Kazan Scream Watch.
Yeah, I was watching John's stream of it and I saw it going on and I was in a chat with some of my buddies from 14 and I'm like, Joker's in Persona! Joker's in Smash! One of my friends was like, screaming. I do not believe you. I go, no. Look. He looks and he's like, darn it, now I need Smash!
And then, it was so good. Oh man, it was a great reveal.
It was the perfect reveal. Everybody thought it was going to be a Switch port of Persona 5, which I could kind of see coming because it was pretty big.
Persona 5 is one of the only games that I will very much support a platinum version or a port on.
We don't want a platinum version of Persona 4. Let me tell you that, because if that's the case, we're gonna get 100% real time.
Now,
because that's the big thing. Like, I am like Persona 5 is like. I very much support anything besides the $60 costume pack. I basically support another.
Vermintide also got onto another system. In
PS4.
December. Yeah, PS4. Oh, perfect! I should pick that up and actually be able to play it.
Now going into like what I was saying about Persona 5, a lot of people were saying like, well, he's not on a Nintendo console, but everybody's saying the same thing about Cloud when he was released.
That very much implies that there is potential for a Nintendo Switch port of Persona 5.
Right, like there's a Nintendo Switch port of Final Fantasy VII. But here's another thing too: Joker is on a Nintendo console if you're looking at Persona Q, too.
But that's not even released in America. Is the issue?
That's what.
You'd have to stretch really hard for Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
considering the fact,
Joker's fine.
Yeah,
Joker's a character that he's fan service and the greatest.
I think that was the biggest push for a lot of people who were unsure of Smash and were really big fans of Persona. So
just remember, if you already have Piranha Plant for free, don't pay for this. Don't pay for this Fighter Pass.
I still.
I'm just gonna be paying for. I'm just gonna be getting the season pass. I already have Piranha Plant ready and for download whenever it comes out.
I'm just saying you're paying $5 more than what you need to.
Right, but I'd rather get Joker when it comes out.
Yeah,
you know.
And you can pay for him for $5. The point is, like, you'll be able to get the characters the day they release.
Well, the thing is,
$5 less.
Well, the thing is, Piranha Plant's not part of the Fighter Pass. He's his own thing. No, he's not.
No, yeah, he is. He's DLC Fighter 1.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's being released before the Fighter Pack. Joker is the official first.
Yeah, Joker's official one. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's it for 2018. Let's go into 2019 here a little bit. We're only going to be talking about January because that's starting off strong.
But I want to say Shadowbringer because that's the only thing I'm really excited for next year.
Right. That comes out in June.
That comes out in summer. But it's still something I'm excited for.
I'm excited for it for the fact of that hopefully we're not going to get a disappointment like Stormblood.
Yeah, that's true. Stormblood was a mix story-wise with me, but everything else, I don't mind. 2018 was a good year for games, I will say, except for the mixed bag at the end with the last.
2018 is very much, as a whole, is kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
It was a year.
because it was a year. A lot because there was a lot of great things that happened in terms of like anime and games, but in real life, it just kind of was a depressing drag because of the fact of several major things happening in terms of like YouTube.
Oh yeah, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Okay, so for January, we're going to be looking into fitness boxing, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey on the 3DS. We've got New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. We've got Tales of
Gross.
Vesperia. We've got Onimusha. We've got The Walking Dead Final Season Episode 3.
Yo, you said Onimusha. I'm a little more intrigued now.
Yeah, Onimusha
Yakuza-
Warlords remake. It's coming out
Yakuza
next.
4 coming out on the PS4.
Oh
We've
shit!
got-
Yakuza 4.
We've got Life is Strange 2 Episode 2, and we've got
Yeah,
Resident
but that's
Evil.
Life is Strange.
Yeah. We've got Resident Evil 2, the remaster coming out. We've got Tropical 6. The biggest one for me, Kingdom Hearts 3, is going to be coming out, and that's going to be my that's sinking my wallet deeper into debt, but
My wallet's already been sank into it.
yes, I need to pre-order that
Hearts
for the
3.
PS4 just to get
Ugh.
that skin. But
I'm
I will
so
say
ready.
January's looking a little strong in my opinion. It's
Is-
looking a little
Except for,
strong.
Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Eh.
but
But Yakuza 4 is getting a PS4 port. Fuck yeah!
Never mind, there's another game I'm excited for, but it comes out in February, so I can't talk about it.
we can talk about it a little bit. But yes, we are now. Tales of Vesperia basically is the remastered version of the original.
It's a remake that comes
yeah.
with all the DLC from the PS3 version.
PS3 and Xbox 360 version. Yeah.
No, mostly PS3. There's exclusive DLC only on the PS3 version.
Okay, so and that'll be on everything: PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So
I am planning on getting.
I think
I
I'm
may
gonna
get
get
it
that like later in the year. I want to wait until
Because
after.
didn't we say we were going to get Dragon's Crown when it came out on PS4?
I don't remember talking about that.
I do.
Okay,
Did we?
so people.
Yeah, we
Oh
did.
yeah, we did.
And then it released, and we never picked it up, and it's been out for almost 2 years.
Oh gosh.
2 years.
Well, it's been out for over a year.
Okay, so Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, here's the thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to say, yes, there has been information leaked that should not have been leaked. An idiot decided to go and get the Xbox One copies and try to sell them off of Facebook, which, why?
That wasn't information that was leaked. That was just a full game was released.
Yeah.
That's not like, oh, lights amount of information were leaked. That's a full game being released to the general public, which, by the way, that's and a suable offense.
Yeah, so be mindful of that. I'm going to think that Square Enix might do an Atlas thing when Persona 5 came out, where they're gonna block certain scenes.
By certain scenes, you mean the entire game, which is, by the way, that block is still in effect in Persona 5. Well, block, quote unquote. You can't record it via PS4 share.
You
Right,
can't
I
record
think
it,
they
but you
might.
can most definitely record it via capture card.
Mhm.
Right.
However, you can't monetize the videos.
Nope.
Right. But I'm saying that Kingdom Hearts 3, I would see Square Enix doing that only because people have been waiting for this for over 10 years. So I don't.
Ministry,
that.
I have been one of those people who's been waiting 10 very long years.
I've been waiting since
For Kingdom
2009,
Hearts 3.
so I understand that. I understand that.
I
Exactly.
I have been waiting, and then I saw the 2013 trailer, and then I waited after that.
A lot of people have been anticipating this game. So the fact of, we are.
Okay, there. Never mind. There's a second game I'm excited about that's coming out this
What is it?
this upcoming.
What?
If you're on the GameSpot list, go look up 3 Above Kingdom Hearts.
Hold on.
Resident Evil 2, Travis Strikes Again.
Oh! No More Heroes! Travis Strikes Back!
Yep.
Yeah!
Nintendo finally giving that series some love again.
Suda51 gets to go back on that crack cocaine binge.
Oh god.
Oh, I can't wait. That's gonna be a fun game for me.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
But I got to decide between that or PC parts, and I'd rather have the PC parts.
PC parts are far more important, but oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, we also have, of course, Crackdown Jump Force. We also have Far Cry New Dawn. This is in February. Crackdown 3.
You know,
we
me
got
and
Dead or
Kazan
Alive
gonna
6.
duke it out. Luffy versus Goku.
In Jump Force, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Phoenix
A new
Wright
Trials
Ace
game.
Attorney Trilogy is coming out as well in February next year.
Oh, the Phoenix Wright. I mean, that's already available on mobile phone.
Yeah, it's actually going to be console.
Yeah.
To the Switch, perfect. I can play Phoenix Wright.
On the go. On the toilet.
I can already do that with mobile ports.
Okay, okay, hear me out. I've never played a Phoenix Wright game. I tried to watch the anime and it was sucking. So
Don't watch the anime.
Don't watch the anime. Then
I didn't watch the rest of it, but okay.
Go watch like a silent playthrough of the games, and you'll understand why they're so good.
Yeah, okay. So
Phoenix Wright Phoenix Wright is fun. I just couldn't get into it myself. I'm more of a Danganronpa guy, but Phoenix Wright's still fun as hell.
At the Game Awards, you would have noticed that one of the presenters actually revealed a game that will be coming out in April. We did not expect Mortal Kombat 11. It was coming out next year.
That was actually really interesting.
No, it's coming out super early. That's the thing that's surprising me.
It's April 23rd.
That's really in the year.
I'm getting that for my birthday.
Yeah, that really surprised me. Oh, in June 21st, Crash Team Racing Nitro.
Oh, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
Team Sonic Racing?
Yeah, there's another one.
Team Sonic Racing and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
Along with Rage 2, which nobody cared about.
Oh no.
No, I'm actually looking forward to Rage 2. I was one of those people who was a silent fan of Rage 1.
Okay.
And of course, sometime during the summer, we're getting Shadowbringers. We're also getting one of my personal favorite games, actually getting a full remake and some added stuff with Catherine.
Yes,
yeah,
Catherine is
right, Catherine.
Okay,
and the controversial third waifu.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh, and of course, welcome to Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah!
Animal Crossing is getting a.
But we don't know. We don't know when it's coming out.
Nintendo, tell us. But no, okay. Getting into Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is an expansion to our favorite MMO, Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn. Basically, it is a fun game. I am really hoping the story in Shadowbringers does so much better than with.
I'm hoping Eureka no longer exists. Come Shadowbringers.
Eureka is gonna exist. It's just gonna be dead.
Eureka, well, here's the thing. They better not make Eureka the fucking focal point of most of Stormblood, or for most of Shadowbringers.
Probably not, but at the same time, there's going to be an extra dungeon that's going to be in Eureka.
because Stormblood is very dangerously close to Warlords of Draenor in terms of almost no content.
Well, in a sense, but also you gotta think a lot of people did not like the story of the base Stormblood. A lot of people have been liking bring it up in the Shadowbringers.
Here's the thing: I can't really compare Stormblood to Draenor because we actually had content and we had a decent amount of content. The issue is they had this fun idea of only focusing on one kind of content and giving us Eureka. I mean, we still got amazing raids, and the Omega Savage stuff is fucking phenomenal. But
yeah, it is.
I just can't stand. But if you don't get into the Savage content, or you're not into Eureka, there's a big empty space there.
There is also Hildebrand.
That's the Hildebrand questline's not even that long.
That's
not even that good. This expansion's kind of boring.
Again, there's just this giant empty gap of content in Stormblood that isn't Savage content or your.
All right, we're getting a little off topic here. Let's go ahead and end the podcast.
Right, we need to end this because I want to try and play it.
Because you can rant to me once I get back from work.
Yeah. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered.
Oh, that's right. That is coming.
It's coming with online play, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
They did say they're going to do online play.
Yeah. That's going to be something that I might have to have somebody be like, "Hey, I want this for my birthday. Can you wait until it comes out to pay for it?"
Dude, give it to me.
Hey Cal, you want to kick some ass in Crystal Chronicles?
I call the Black Mage.
Damn it!
I am not the bucket person.
I'm not. Well, that'll be decided for that. That's just decided based on.
I don't know. To be honest, I hadn't actually played the original Crystal Chronicles.
I played a little bit of it on the GameCube version. It was nice. It's just
when I get the better computer set up, I'll even go set up an emulator.
Oh, dude, we could do some Crystal Chronicles net play.
Yeah,
Oh,
we could,
goodness,
couldn't
Fun.
hmm
So, thank you all so much for this podcast. I know it's been a little bit disheveled, but, 2018 overall was a mixed bag, but you know what? We had some good games come out this year. Not like last
Whoa.
year,
Top 10 worst field spells. Yeah.
but... but I want to thank my guests, Kazan and Calcor from Jaded Desktop from coming on here. This has been very, very fun. And guys, I do highly recommend you check out Jaded Desktop. We have fun on there. I'm not the only one who commentates too. We've got a mixed bag of people who commentate.
Well, considering I'm one of the leaders of the Jada Desktop.
Yes, you are, but at the same time, this is what I'm saying.
I'm kind of here.
Calcorn.
Whitey said, "Hey, anybody want to hop in for this Spyro commentary?" I said, "I'll join."
You did also hop in for Mega Man X as the guy who knows literally nothing about Mega Man X.
I know nothing
Well,
about
little
Mega
bit,
Man because
yeah,
I suck at the game.
Yeah.
Same here. Well, the original series, anyways.
Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this podcast. Thank you guys so much for hearing our podcast. If you guys want to know anything that we have missed or whatever you want to talk about with 2018, leave it in the comments down below. Also, what are you excited for 2019? My top is going to be Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not going to lie.
Kingdom Hearts 3 and the heroin needle, that's Animal Crossing.
Yes. So thank you all.
Shadowbringers mostly, and then maybe Animal Crossing.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see
I'm gonna go plant a
all...
peach tree in Kazan's town.
Please do. If I don't get peach trees.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Come on,
and
you're
I'll
gonna
see
get
you all-
unlucky. You're gonna get cherries.
Oh gosh,
Oh, I
darn
love
it. Can I
cherries.
end this? Darn it. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.